Where's my spoon?
Hi, this is Sunrise and Tarot here to give you your introduction. What's going on, peoples? Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Okay. I'm gonna get the theme, you guys, the theme. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Okay, let me get a quick look. I am having someone else in your reading right off the bat. You could be feeling them. I feel like somebody's possibly watching you. You feel like someone's watching you because you're the star and you're making a lot of moves. You're standing in your power. You're making a lot of moves, and I think you're not telling anyone what you're doing. You're very secretive right now, and it could be causing a lot of people to look into what you're doing by like your social media account, something you're doing socially. Okay, let's get started with the reading because the devil and the moon came out as well. I'm very curious to see. You guys have had a spy on your account a couple times. You've had people that you used to associate with who are just in your energy. So it could be the same people or someone new, but I'm going to look into it. So the theme of this read is people are looking into you because you're looking into yourself. Candace, Sunrise and Tarot. You know, guys, I honestly walk around with a protection crystal all the time. A clarity crystal, like all types of crystals I walk around with all the time because there's always somebody in the energy I'm around or in my energy, you know what I'm saying? And I know you guys may be experiencing something very, very similar. So if you are, I feel for you, okay? During my meditation, I was sensing I heard that song, somebody's watching me or whatever that song's called. I don't know who sings the song. Feel like somebody's watching me. I was hearing that during my meditation. So I know it stands true to the situation that I'm feeling right now. Yeah, somebody's watching you and they swear they are in love with you. That's why they justify them watching you because from love. Yeah, they justify that because they justify them spying on you because they love you. They are putting it together like it's one thing, like it makes sense. They are in a home, but I don't know if they're happy in that home. There's a lot of arguments and fights in that home they're in. They could be living in an apartment complex or a new home. I feel like they've moved. They should be happy. They should be in a place where they're happy and shining. I don't feel like this person even pays rent or pays any bills, but they're not happy in whatever they're in. And because there's a lot of fights and a lot of arguments. I'm not sure if it's like physical fights, but it's like a lot of energetic fights. It could be physical fights. It could be fights over opinions. It could be somebody who lives with their parents or live with a relative or a friend or somebody who's like close to them. That's what I'm hearing. They could be needing to take a break or a timeout or is taking a break and timeout, and during their break and timeout, they're just looking at what you're doing and with love. Yeah. This was a past life lover or relationship that you're not in anymore. Okay? It was death to that situation, whatever that was. The Fool card came out twice, so. They are always like around somebody or around friends. They're always around friends, but I don't know if their friends they're around are really friends because I think the people that they're friends with know about them looking into your stuff, they could be talking about you to their friends or a friend they're close with, but their friend is in a lot of like negative energy themselves. So it's not like, anyone's getting any insight on changing. You know how you work on being a better person? I don't think they have anyone to help them work on being a better person. But they have friends. They're a person who is very friendly, who carries themselves as a person that likes to be around people, likes to have friends. The person that they're associating with, I don't think you know how you have friends is not like a good fit. I don't think this friendship that's going on is a good fit, because it's just for your friend to know that you're being like, I don't want to say weird, because everyone is going through their own thing, but tendencies of being a person who likes to be deceptive about how they move and what they do and what they say, you shouldn't, I feel like this person's like almost encouraging it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this person deserves this, the person deserves that for doing this to you. Like, they're like talking about what you've done to them, or what you're about to do, or what you didn't do, what you should have done. And it's very toxic. It's they're together talking about this because they feel like you have money, or you're doing some type of thing that brought you pinnacles, and you're just like, you're this person. You're a person who's always doing tricks. They feel like that you are a person who's always tricking people. They feel like you are a trickster. You're a person that does magic, and you are doing magic in your favor, and they feel like you're doing magic against them and their family. They feel like that you're doing things against them. That's why their life is not what they wanted. That's why their happy home is not happy. That's why they're always around in fights. That's why they're always tired, because of you. But it's just weird. It's love arrows, but it's just a lot of unhappiness, and it's like, it's hard to explain. It's just so messy. It's definitely a very messy situation, and it's coming in strong. This person is a person that maybe takes trips, or does things with the family, with their friend, whoever friend they have. They're doing things with their friends. They're doing fun things with their friend. They're possibly with somebody, but they're not taking a step forward in that relationship, or don't want to. The person they're with don't want to. It's not like they don't know if they want to end up in a marriage or a commitment situation, because I feel like they were in something like that with you, and they're not going to do it anymore. They're not having any stability coming into their life, so they're just constantly in this energy that they are needing to break, but they're around people who are letting them be this way. It's not like any real help. I'm gonna light some sage. It's weird, because it's not like real authentic help. You know what I mean? It's more of just like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. You know what I mean? It's like, it can't be too many people in that energy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get you, sucker. Like, you can't have too many people on that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone goes through their stuff, but you can't have too many people in that energy. It's gonna just be very toxic. It's gonna be very toxic if too many people are in that, woe is me. Let's get the villain. They see you as a villain. No matter you could see yourself in such a positive light. Others can see you in the positive light. Your family, the people you're connecting with now, God, it doesn't matter. Like, they just see you in a negative light, and that's just what it is, and no one's going to change their mind about it. They can see you doing good things, not bothering nobody, but they feel like, you still deserve punishment or some type of judgment for what you've done, and they feel like they have the keys to that judgment or punishment, or they should have the keys. Or, only if they knew magic themselves, you wouldn't be in a good place. or the place you're in now is not going to last. Something weird like that. This was somebody you was physically connected with, but you're not anymore. The Lovers came out in reverse. A lot of deception, a lot of emotions they're dealing with. They are deceiving themselves and the people around them. The friend, the close friend, they're deceiving that person. But the thing is, like, the person who's doing this has the potential to be a good person, but they're just choosing not to. And it could be hard for them to move on from whatever has happened to them, and they are seeking justice. It could have ended up in like a legal battle or situation or document. It could have ended something where there was a judge or a court or something going on in that situation. Divorce court or something with justice, something with judges. They're feeling like they need some type of justice on you, towards you, for what you've done. Like, they're trying to find something about you that is not right so they can come in and get justice. But they only are feeling this way sometimes. They don't feel that way all the time. But when they do, it's usually when they're by themselves. They have a hard time being by themselves. And you know what? A lot of us have a hard time being by ourselves sometimes because a lot of us are just not used to it. You know, a lot of us meditate or probably cry or just feel awkward. You know what I'm saying? But we are not in denial of that. You know, we try to do our best to overcome it, but they're in this consistent heartbreak and jealousy and frustrated and, you know, living a double life. They are, you know, they have help. They're in this heartbreak and stuff, but they have help. They have help, but no matter how much help they have, I feel like they're in a position where they're have an opportunity to get their lives together 150% with no distractions or anything, but they're not taking their opportunity to gain security. They're just being unhappy and having they're just being unhappy, and they may be thinking about you or the things you have done together or their childhood, but they're not doing it in the light where, you know how you think about your past and you try to figure out what has happened in your past and heal it and be better. They're looking at their past and being stuck and just putting themselves and digging themselves deeper in their own deception and delusion with themselves. And I feel like this is something that we've done collectively. All of us have been in the emotions of like deceiving ourselves, not knowing what we feel. But this person is consistently doing that and like not getting better. You know, we all do stuff like that or similar to that, you know, be stuck in our past. But, you know, we get out of it. And this one comes up again, I'm going to let it out. They're stuck in their head. And whatever has happened, they're stuck in their head. And it was a legal situation that involved marriage. Marriage came out again. It was something that was very unhappy, not very emotionally fulfilling. There's a lot of deception and whatever, a connection that was going on. It was something that it was a very long and deep connection. And I feel like it was a karmic connection. A past life lover who came into your life, that you came into their life. I feel like you both equally taught each other lessons of what not to do in relationships, what not to do with friends, what not to do with each other, what not to do with yourselves. And I feel like it took you a minute to kind of get over everything that happened in that situation, and you're in a place where you're just moving on and thinking about yourself. This person has a tendency to be very soft and gentle with people. And that's why people may not think that they're doing all these things. They may not think that they're spying on you and talking about you, or maybe they do. They're having a hard time releasing the fact that it's just whatever happened, you guys were together but not, and I don't think you guys are even talking, and ended up being illegal. Something to do. I'm hearing a judge, court, legal, something. some type of legal situation that ended up causing you guys not to be in union with each other anymore. Yeah, it was something that ended up being in court. It was something that was very messy. It was something that was very painful for you. I think it's painful for them too. And I think this person is having a hard time dealing with the pain and dealing with, I feel like they're seeking closure. And I feel like you were seeking closure too, but you've learned how to live your life without closure, without knowing what happened, without settling settling things down or getting answers. You've learned how to not get answers for things and still be okay. But I feel like they're not able to not have answers and be okay. They need answers, but I don't know if the answers they're seeking is even answers they even want. And I don't know if they're even emotionally okay to get answers from anything about anything that has happened with that situation. And they're just talking about you in such a negative light, and that's why you feel it. I feel like you've been feeling it. I feel like you've been going to your car and you've been feeling them. Maybe you go outside at night and you just don't want to go outside because you feel like somebody's watching you. You feel like this person could have been the person who was like following you at one point or wanted to follow you or actually followed you at one point and you found out about it. There's somebody who would look on your profiles and try to get your password. I'm hearing change your passwords if you haven't yet. Don't have just have different passwords and have something like a book or something when you keep your passwords in or something. But just when you have time, don't be in a panic because you are divinely protected. So you have time to do this, but I wouldn't give it too much time. I will give it between today and before the weekend's out. Go ahead. Take the time to go through all your social accounts, all your things that you have passwords on, and anything that you get your money on, and just change your passwords. Because I feel like this is a person who has nothing to do, or sometimes I feel like they do have stuff to do, but they're not taking their time to do things that are productive. That was better them. They're doing things to find out what you're doing. They feel like they know what you're doing sometimes, and other times they don't. So I feel like you're so mysterious. Yeah, the spy came out again. Yeah, definitely change your passwords. I feel like you've been feeling this. Internally you've been feeling this, but you haven't been sure what you've been feeling. This is your confirmation. This is definitely not nothing you should be worried or concerned about, but you should need to take precautions. And they see that you are a hermit. They feel like they know what you're doing because they watch you so much. They feel like they know exactly what you're doing. But I feel like you're a person that is very mysterious. And even if you put some stuff on social media or whatever, it's not always exactly what's going on in your life. You're a person who likes to create videos or something with the public, and you are a person that provides services and help to others, and you may be putting different things online to help people, but it may not be your facts or what's going on in your actual life. I feel like you're a person who can be selling one thing and be in a completely different spot, different area, different situation. Because you are a person who understands that there's people who are just always trying to be in your energy. Always trying to be in your energy and attack you. It's just been happening so much in your life. You kind of became, I don't want to say used to it, but yeah, they're having frustrations at work. Frustrations could be the whole virus thing. They could be having situations at work where they can't work or needing to do different things at work and it's stressing them out. But they're in a point where they're living with people, so they shouldn't be stressed out. They need there's a decision they need to make that involves work that is really stressing them out. It could be something with the stuff that's going on in the world now. There's a lot going on with that, so that makes sense. They just see you as a high priestess and the star, and they don't like it. You know, they just don't like what you're doing. They don't like, even if you're doing something to be positive, they feel like you're taking trips. Like, you feel like they feel like you're doing parties, or you're doing something the weekends, or a few days out of the week, you're just doing all types of stuff, you know, and you're living your life with money, and you're independent, and they could be jealous that you have a home, a happy home, or they don't know if you, they don't know. The fact that they don't know what's going on, that they can't figure you out, is making them even more frustrated. Yeah, it's making them even more frustrated that they can't figure you out. Yeah, let me dig deeper in it. They want to figure you out. And right now they have no clue what you're doing, and that's bothering them. Do they need to do? They have a lot of control issues. They have a lot of control issues. They have control issues. That's like the main thing that they need to work on, is letting go of the control of the outcome of what has happened in their lives, or what has happened with you. They're needing to grow. Let go of their control issues and growth. And they need to give back to themselves and give back to the people who are helping them. It could be giving back energy, a positive energy, or just being a person who's not taking the help for granted. It says sleep there and need to rest and set proper barriers. They are, they have too many people in their energy, or too many people in their ear. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this person needs to heal. Like, I feel like we need to always pray for people. They need acceptance of what has happened in the connection. They need that the angels are trying to, they are a person. Angels will always, there are people on this earth that carries light within them. And, your angels, your guardian angels will always work. Like, it doesn't matter. People can be, however, you can think how you want to think, how people are just nasty, narcissists, evil, and people can never change. But people can if they want to. But this person, I don't know if they're around the right people to help them change the way they need to. This person is having a hard time accepting what has happened, because what has happened was unexpected, and it really did something to them. The acceptance of it all. But there's, I feel like you a person who prays for them. I feel like you know exactly who I'm talking about. And despite everything, you a person that prays, and this was a relationship that, was very important to them. They felt like it was important, but they wasn't able to hold on to it because of a lot of traumas they had. Same with you. You wasn't, you had a lot of traumas, and it was just unhealthy. It was a karmic. It was a lesson. It was a relationship to teach you lessons, to teach you how to be a better person. They are needing more self-love. They could be feeling like they're not going to be happy again. They're having a hard time being sincere, or being in a sincere relationship. I feel like they're with somebody right now, or kind of, sort of, sometimes, but they're not getting anywhere with it like they maybe would like to. I think it's one-sided. I don't know whose side. I don't know if the person they're with is not wanting anything, or the person they're with don't want any extra baggage, or they don't want any baggage. The person may be looking for something more, and they're not able to give it to them right now. So the person they're with is probably looking for progress, or some type of commitment. they could be being under pressure to make a commitment to the person they're with, but they still have some anxiety and hopes, or thought there would be another opportunity for you, like you and them to be together. But there's none of that. You know, it's the thing that is just dead. It's a dead situation. And they're having a hard time accepting that it was really hard. Whatever this was very hard for them, and it still is. And they feel like you wasn't reliable at all in the connection. They feel like you did a lot. They feel like you did a lot to ruin them. The connection, they feel like you put them in a bad situation and now they can't get out of it. But all I can say with this is just pray. Pray to your angels for this person. Pray. Do a prayer. Don't underestimate the power of prayer. I feel like you're in a place where you pray for them anyway. I feel like you do things, whether they think you're doing spells against them, you do spells for them. You do love frequency prayers. You do, yeah, they are needing to go with the flow of what their life is right now. I feel like they're receiving lots of help and people to help them progress. But, you know, their progression has to do a lot with them and what they are going to allow into their space and what they're going to allow to come to pass in their reality. So it's nothing that you can do other than just to continue to pray. And I don't want to tell you just to be like, okay, whatever, this person. I'm not going to tell you to not take precautions with your energy. I would definitely call your energy back every morning. Call your energy back as much as you need to. If you need to call your energy back 15 times in a day, you do it. I would suggest doing it in the morning, first thing, you know, as you do your prayer and your meditation, call your power, call your energy back, do prayers for this person. I feel like you know who I'm talking about. Say prayers for yourself. Ask to be divinely protected, because I feel like you have some anxiety or some feelings. You feel an eerie feeling that somebody's watching you when you go outside or something like that. When you go, I think it's mainly, I don't know, I feel like you've been feeling this recently. And all that is like, you know, you have a, you know, in the movie Spider-Man, you know, Spider-Man had like the spider sense. I feel like you have a spider sense where you can sense when people are just doing weird things with you, with your energy, pertaining to you, pertaining to your safety, anything. You get guidance. And take precautions, change your password. I would suggest you do it before the weekend is out, the weekend, like Sunday. Make sure, if you haven't done it by Sunday, spend time to do it. But, you know, I would tell you not to worry, but to heed my advice, okay? It's all love, though. Do everything from love. Always, because love is the strongest frequency, and anything that can break hatred and all of that crazy or spell work stuff, or people talking about you and speaking negative and bad on your life, is unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love for the place you're at, unconditional love for others. Okay? I hope this helps. All right? I hope this helps. Whew, it's very intense. Okay? You guys gonna be all right. Much love. Oh my God, you guys are always going through something with somebody. I am sorry. Below is a link to my website. I am always posting cool things, so check it out. And if you need some one-on-one help, I'm available to do one-on-one personal coaching and readings for you guys. Okay? This is Candace, Sunrise and Tarot, and I will see you next time. All right?